mums do you like do? And they say, yeah, we're going to go skating all day.
Yeah.
And so as a skater, you know, it was a pretty kick-ass job to score.
Scene 2, shot 1, take 4.
This film centres around the younger boy, Tommy. So Tommy is going through a bit of a rough patch in his life. You know, the kind of backstory for Tommy, it's like he's trying to get through all his schoolwork, but his parents are also in a bit of a rough patch, and his whole life he's kind of a bit lost right now. So this older character, Casey, comes into his life, and Casey's more relaxed, and he has a bit more life experience than Tommy, and he basically helps Tommy get through this time, and just, you know, don't let other people bring you down, you know, and they get happiest together just hanging out at the skate park, and that's what they love to do. So that's kind of Tommy's escape. Action.
Hey, Tommy! Tommy! Oi!
The catch with this story is Casey is only existing in Tommy's memory. So it's kind of like the whole mystery is like, what's happened to Casey? And that's kind of what we want the audience to figure out.
His parents see us fighting again, huh?
Alright, I'm Jamie Carter and I played the role of Tommy. And Tommy was a different character. Like I could almost feel that, I wouldn't say depression, but like, I don't know, he had this thing about him that there was something that was always haunting him, and like the friendship, mateship with your character, it really came together, and like it relied on this other character here, and so yeah, I don't know, it's sort of like those situations do happen in real life, like the parents fighting, the hooning crowds, and
other rebellious teens.
Yeah, the rebellious teens. Yeah, but Tommy was, I found him a little bit of a challenge to like, because I had to slow myself down and really like get into it and just have this mind space of just like bubbling like these images. When it comes together, I reckon those voiceovers will definitely help the audience portray this character, Tommy.
A brother is different. A brother looks out for you and you look out for them.
Casey to me was a bit of a different story, like compared to Tommy for you. I thought Casey was a bit more of a character that I could really easily relate to, because he's just kind of playing the older brother figure with advice, and he's kind of been there, done that. And as an older, you know, as the older person out of us too,
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, I already do have a few, like, you know, lessons that I could teach, like Tommy over here, so. But yeah, no, like I really liked Casey's character. I thought it was really interesting, and I liked that as we kind of dove a little bit deeper into Casey's backstory, you figured out that he'd probably gone through a lot of like what Tommy did when he was that age. So, you know, exploring the character more, you kind of figure out, you know, Casey isn't just, you know, that kind of, you know, character that is kind of really simple. Like, he's got a lot of depth to him as well. And it was fun to play, you know, it was fun to be that older guy with a bit of advice for the young kid to help him out. Come on, man, chin up, dude. Let's skate. Yeah, it was good. I had a lot of fun playing Casey.
Does everyone have water?
I remember seeing Simon drink it.
I really loved working with Ryan and Jamie. Like, they were both so professional. They really fit into the roles, like just how I imagined it when I wrote the script. And, you know, I was so happy with the way they worked. They were dedicated. They turned out they were ready to go, and they were ready with, you know, their whole character development, and they brought in like any ideas that they had with what we could do with the character, and I thought it was really good just to work with them, and I definitely want to work with them in the future.
The cuts. I actually got a cut from day one. I didn't show you that one. Yeah, kept it away. I kept on covering it up with.
We'll cut that cut.
Just roll me around as they're filming. I'm filming!
Everyone just was dedicated to their role, and it was really good to work with every person on the crew.
Got to do lots of creative shots, and we used a wheelchair as a dolly. We also used a real dolly as a dolly, because sometimes you couldn't have the tracks, so sometimes I was in a wheelchair. Getting to meet and work with new actors that I had never worked with before, who were like quite professional and good at what they do. That was amazing to get to do that, and I really hope I get to work with them again. We had a lot of shots, just kind of like montage type footage of like Casey and Tommy, the characters, just skating around in the skateball. So I'm like running around. You could think maybe a skateboard had a GoPro, but really it's just me with the scorpion ring with the 60 camera on it. I'm just chasing them around this thing. And it was hard to keep up, but I can't imagine it, but I can just only imagine how Gumby I must have looked.
The scene where Ryan had to eat an apple, and we went through that scene quite a lot of times, and by the end of that, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to see another apple again.
I really just didn't like the fifth apple. It was too much.
I had to wheel Matt, the cameraman, around in the wheelchair when we wanted to get some very smooth dolly action. Plus I got pizza, so that was like the most important part of the whole set job. Yeah.
The part where they were just sort of free skating and Matt was running around behind them with the rig, like just chasing them, and he looked really, funny.
I think the most fun thing for me in the shoot was there was one scene on the first date where they had it was like the happy ending scene, and they're all skating around in the half pipe, and I'm there with the wheelchair trying to push Matt around, trying to chase each skater, and it was going, oh, going over there now, oh, going over here now. It was a workout, but it was fun.
You know, I was able to kind of speak my mind and, you know, share my ideas with you, and it was kind of taken on board, which I thought was really cool and professional, like, you know, rather than someone being like, shh, I'm the director, do not tell me an idea, because just don't. So it was really cool that you like actually listened to what I had to say when I came up with a few ideas, and yeah, I thought I liked that.
I swear I had to pick the coldest, windiest days of the year to do this shoot, but you know, it was fantastic the way everyone worked through it.
You can try, and then if it doesn't work, we'll try something else.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you doing?
Just make film. This is make film, you know, paint is temporary, film is forever. I think that happened a lot during our shoot, that will come up. But yeah, you always want to keep trying for what you love to do. And I mean, I don't think I would want to do anything else other than film for the rest of my life. So, you know, just keep going for what you want to do.